Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. I was suggested a few days ago to do a little update on someone's favorite player, MC. I'm sorry to who asked that. MC seems to be a little bit inactive right now, but while I was kind of looking through and trying to see if he was playing, I stumbled upon BishOp, and I was like, you know what? We haven't had some BishOp games in a bit. Oh, some Terran vs. Zerg games? Against XiaoShuai, the #1 Zerg outside of Korea, the top Chinese player right now. He's been dominating all the Chinese leagues. He's been doing fantastic. Almost made it into ASL. All right, sign me up. Could it be a Wraith opener? Could it be not a Wraith opener? These are the questions that we find ourselves wondering about. But yeah, this should be fun. BishOp's been doing really well on ladder. Obviously didn't make it into this season of SSL, but still a top-tier competitor. XiaoShuai making huge waves in the StarCraft scene. Everyone knows who this guy is. He's really highly ranked on ladder. He's been beating Mihu in all the Chinese tournaments. He is the #1 performing Chinese player of the last year or so. And it seems like he's continuing to improve. And he plays like kind of an aggressive style, which, I mean, that's just exciting. So him versus BishOp, I'm excited. I want to see it. Let's do it. Here we are. Thanks, guys, for tuning into ArtosisCasts. I really hope that you guys have been enjoying the content. I think that you have. Thank you very much to everyone who has liked the videos and left comments and things like that. I do still check them while on the toilet. So hello, all of you out there. Yeah, it's... the channel's doing well, and I'm really happy, and yeah, I'm glad that you guys are down for a variety of games. It's actually kind of funny. Flash is playing more now, but less ladder games, and we'll get some of his mixed in there as well. A lot of people get disappointed when it's not a Flash game, but I think it's healthy to not only only do Flash games. He's been playing a lot of custom games on his stream lately, which is great fun to watch as well. So anyways, we're on Minstrel, the 2-player map. BishOp coming down for a very quick scout. And yeah, just poking in, seeing what's what. It all looks like a completely normal build. He sees the timing of the gas mining, so nothing's really going to catch him off guard. He's doing a wall in anyways, and this is a very fast command center with that wall in. So he's going like super mega giga greedy right now. And in fact, gas before a marine. And second SCV. So normally what you do is you skip one SCV to make a marine out of this. But he's just like, no, we're literally not going to make any units. We're just going to go SCVs. This is a full-on economy build. We'll see what he goes with the refinery. Like, this could actually still be a Wraith build. We'll see if he throws down an engineering bay or not. Notice how quickly he's getting his SCVs up to the gas. So, like, he is not wasting a single second getting that gas mining. So, yes, this is going to be a fast factory. Now, that doesn't guarantee Wraith. But then you look at this ID up here, BishOp, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't go up to a starport. We'll see, though. Like, it's hard to go 2-port Wraith off of a build like this because the mutas are going to fly in before you're really ready. Normally, you get the factory before the command center if you want to do some sort of build like that, and it will just be like 3 Wraiths instead of mass Wraith, but you never know. BishOp's definitely out there kind of doing his own thing as well. So anyways, XiaoShuai down here. Not a lot of action as of yet. A couple Lings are out. Zergling speed on the way. He's going to go ahead and make his Spire. BishOp just, moving back with his Marines. He's just got to make sure that he does not end up dying to something silly like mass Speedling. And we are about to see... Oh, Academy. Okay. So maybe a 1-1-1 build. That's what it looks like to me right now. Depot. So I think what we'll see is Starport and Armory. So I think it's going to be a Valkyrie rush. There's one Starport. And I again, like I said, I don't think you really have time to go 2 Starport Wraith here, but you could go 1 Starport Valkyrie with missile turrets. Like that. That is definitely a doable thing. And there's the Armory. So yeah, looks like it is going to be a Valkyrie rush here. And we'll see how XiaoShuai can deal with that. He is taking his 3rd base on location. That is not going to be something that BishOp can really do anything against with this Speedling upgrade out. The SCV of BishOp going to dash back in here. And in fact, Hydralisk Den. That is a very, very fast Hydralis Den. And the fact that Bishop gets in here and sees the Spire as well, oh yeah, look, he cancels. So this was like meant to be, or was going to adjust to be a mind game. But I don't think Bishop will buy that. He's going to go for that Valkyrie that he needs very badly. Flyer Carapace is on the way. Ooh, he's a little bit late on that. Yeah, got to get that going. But yeah, the Flyer Carapace, so that's definitely going to help against the Valkyries, but it's quite a while until that upgrade is done. So he's going to be able to make a few Valkyries and maybe have a push-out timing there as well. Right now, XiaoShuai just with a very small group of Speedlings kind of holding Bishop back. You can't tell exactly how many. You never know if he's added a few more. I think both of them are pretty aware. It's kind of obvious they're Muta's making, so probably not any more Speedlings out on the map. Some anti-air going up now. Missile turret here, bunker here. A bunch of barracks going up. So yeah, going right into that 3 barracks play as well as those additional missile turrets. Valkyrie on the way. Really, really good build. He's on. Look at this. He's got his comm stats. He's got 34 SCVs. The whole world is working out right now for Bishop. The build order looks absolutely fantastic. Wow. So, yeah, let's see how XiaoShuai plays this. Like, he's got 2 Scourge in there already, so he has read this correctly that it's a Valkyrie rush. Not a lot of missile turrets, just enough right now. Yeah, Bishop gets a big volley off there. You can see already some pretty significant damage going down. Ooh, that's the important moment. If you can save that first Valkyrie, it really helps to stack up the damage. So now he's taken a couple volleys. I think I heard 1 Mutalisk die there as well as the 2 Scourge. So everything looking pretty good for Bishop. Let's look back at XiaoShuai's base. So right now he's only making Mutas, and he is getting that 3rd Extractor. No Hydralisk Den or anything like that. So it looks like what he's going to do here is make some extra Scourge, make some extra Mutas, and he's going to try to pound this army. And honestly, I think that this is probably the best way to do it. You'll see players like Hero and Sulky be able to engage this, and we're going to see what XiaoShuai's level is on something like this. Now, Bishop, he has been in ASL. He's got very good micro, we know. And he's oftentimes at the very top of the ladder. So this is a really excellent test to see where XiaoShuai is at as far as very tough engagements. This is like, look at this, 3 Valkyries. He's got range. He's got stim. He's got a lot of Marines in here. And of course, Bishop's very good at Valkyrie micro as well. One of the best. Some pros actually are not that good at Valkyrie micro. You see someone like Light, he'll never miss a shot. You see some of these other pros, and they'll actually miss a few. There's a certain way that you have to slide them back. Now, again, this is like, we're going to get one really big engagement that's probably going to end up deciding whether XiaoShuai goes on or he dies. So that is a huge volley, a huge volley. Now, the Scourge coming in the Mutas as well, and he actually slides in with a 2nd shot there. So all of those do get eliminated, but it seems like they've dealt enough damage to these Mutalisks. And another Valkyrie comes up. Just not enough units here for XiaoShuai. And yeah, it seems like that's just about it. Wow. Well, I mean, that looks kind of one-sided, and GG is called. But let's actually go back and look at it again, because this is actually like a really important scenario from both sides of this matchup. So basically, like, Valkyrie rushes are very, very strong, and there's 2 ways that you can hold them. Number 1 is rushing into Lurker and slowing them just enough to get your Lurkers up. On a map like this, it's not as good because, look, you have a lot of entry points to these bases, so it's like, okay, well, you have such a wide area, you have to spread those Lurkers. They're going to be able to attack you. So a situation like this where you're trying to hold it with Mutalisk Scourge is actually, like I said, in my opinion, I think this is probably the right way to play this, but it's very, very, very unforgiving. And you can go back and you can find games where players like Hero and Sulky, like literally the best Zergs in the world, can look at an army like this and tear it apart. But you have to hit perfectly. You have to hit perfectly. The range on all this is high. The range on all this is low. So we're going to just take a look and see what that looked like. So he picks an Overlord. Okay. He's looking to see if those Valks come forward at all. I think he wanted to bait them into attacking the end Scourge. Okay, so we're getting really, really close here. Now, he does have a few Lings in here. He has started the Lurker upgrade. So, like, if he kills this army, okay, if he kills this army, by the time another one's fielded, he'll have Lurkers. So this is a position, and if you look at what's going on over here, there's no +1. There's no add-on. We don't see a science facility anywhere. There's no secondary gas. It's kind of all in for BishOp. He doesn't have anything good, any good transition coming in. So this is basically like a very sharp timing attack, and this has to hold. It simply must hold. He's got his +1 carapace as well, but you have to hit with everything at the same time, hopefully from multiple angles, and you have to make sure that the Scourge coming in hit those Valkyries as quickly as possible, because that's really, the Valkyries are putting out massive amounts of damage on the mutas, but they do have some help with that +1 carapace. So I just want to take a look at this engage, because this is the thing where it's like you go from being a very good Zerg like XiaoShuai into being a player that can be in, for instance, the next SSL season, is when you can start taking these engagements, very, very well. So if you look here, okay, he's got some more units rallying. Let's see. Yeah, he's got mostly Overlords making. He did get a little bit of a supply block, so that's a bit annoying. But you can see his units are not, these are not pre-spread in any way. And immediately, BishOp's coming up here. I'm going to slow this down quite a bit so we can take a look. So see, he does a little sliding shot. Now, he was looking to slide them more back this way, but they slid a little bit more this way. Could he have actually connected? Here's the thing. The reflex was to pull everything back. And you can see he pulls back here. Okay, this is a click back because the attack will aggro these things into that direction. So he has immediately taken this, and it looks like probably all this is on one hotkey if I had to guess, and he's running it away. So let's look. So that's some pretty big damage, and you can see the Scourge getting very, very low, and then he turns. The Valkyries actually did come out a little bit too much. Some players that are very, very good with Valkyries, like Light, will always get them sliding. It's like a weird thing where you have to click at a certain angle to get the Valkyries to slide where you want them. If they slid backwards and he had chased, it would have been a big punish by Terran. Where they slid to was in between. If they just did an attack, he could have just killed him instantly. And where they slid to, if he had been like immediately on top of getting his Scourge to slam into them, he probably would have killed 2 immediately. So let's look. So he comes up. Couple Scourge, and you can see most of those Scourge dying before they get in, and here comes a flank. He comes in, he slides another set of attacks here. The Scourge eventually come up, but you can see how long it's taking, how many volleys we're having. The Lings actually did a good job of slowing the Marines down. He just wasn't completely on top of taking these out immediately. That is the razor-thin line that a Terran vs. Zerg timing attack is on. Look at the time of this engagement. Okay, like that was not that long. Obviously I slowed it way down there, but man, let's watch it even slower. From here, you're just not likely to be able to win if Terran just kind of keeps his units together. And like I said, he has no real transition at home. So it was really all about this one engagement. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. BishOp did a good job kind of pushing in and dealing that damage right away, eliminating a lot of those Scourge, getting them very, very low health. And this is part of the reason why decisive Zergs, like that's one of the most important things. When Jaedong first came up back in, 2007 or so, when he was first coming up, the main thing a lot of pros in Korea were saying about him was how decisive he was, how he would instantly make an aggressive decision and go for it. And this is something where we saw a reactive click away from XiaoShuai, whereas if he was 100% confident and he had clicked forward, he's going to eliminate Valkyries more quickly, take substantially less damage on the mutas, and he's going to be able to kill the army, and he's going to be able to get the Lurker upgrade done. And suddenly the whole game looks different as he's macroing off of 4 hatches. So, yeah, maybe a little bit of an anticlimactic game, but this is something that we'll be looking at in XiaoShuai games and trying to see, like, okay, can he make this leap? And the thing is, even a lot of pro Zergs will obviously screw something like that up as well. But hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.